Dear Board of Management of Zara, today we would like to provide you with an overview of assistive artificial intelligence and how it can be used to significantly improve your existing supply chain, making it more efficient and reducing overall costs. First, let us start with introducing the technology itself. Currently, there's a lot of hype around AI, as it has the potential to transform various industries, making businesses more efficient and effective. But what is AI actually? AI is basically smart software through which machines can mimic and even outperform human behavior. Through AI, machines can simulate cognitive functions, enabling them to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, such as visual perception, speech recognition, and decision making. AI is already part of many people's lives. Take, for example, Apple Siri, a smart software that processes your requests and can do various tasks for you, such as searching information on the internet or enter events into your calendar without human helping it. But AI can do way more things, like for instance detecting patterns in large data volumes and thereby generate valuable insights. An important component of AI is machine learning, which is the machine's ability to continuously improve its performance without humans having to explain exactly what to do. For this purpose, the algorithm is being fed with data from which the machine learns instead of being programmed explicitly for a certain outcome. However, you have to distinguish between two major types of AI. On the one hand, there's autonomous AI that works completely independent without the need for humans to intervene, basically acting like a real human, doing the reasoning and making the decisions on its own. Robots that perform key process steps in manufacturing plants can be taken as a concrete example for autonomous AI. Assistive AI, on the other hand, augments humans and supports them in making complex decisions. In contrast to autonomous AI, the human still plays an important role, being provided with a recommendation by the AI engine that he or she can follow or adjust based on his or her own interpretation to solve a problem. Assistive AI therefore does not have complete control over the final output. By analyzing various types and vast amounts of data, it can help humans derive answers to problems and give them a justified and explainable basis for further decisions in much less time. Besides data analysis and decision support, another example for assistive AI are virtual assistants that provide support for humans. As data is the main source for AI algorithms to make sense of the world and to function effectively, it becomes of crucial importance to have high-quality data that is used to feed the system. Machine learning and AI in general can only lead to beneficial outcomes if the data input is adequate. Otherwise, AI will make wrong decisions and predictions that potentially lead to overall failure. Therefore, it is essential to understand the available data and identify which data helps to actually achieve the goals that have been set. Data silos need to be opened up to make use of all data, and furthermore, data from different sources needs to be checked properly before training the algorithm with it. Data scientists are required to make sense of the data and prepared for the use by AI. So now we want to focus on the area of supply chain management and particularly at Zara. Why is Zara predestined to implement AI as an early adopter of assistive AI in supply chain management? Zara is a fast fashion brand with the aim to deliver the latest styles to its customers earlier than competitors do, even fast fashion rivals. Currently, it takes Zara only 15 days from the design to the finished product, whereas competitors in the fashion industry need 6 to 9 months for product design and manufacturing. To enable 12 complete inventory turnovers per year, the whole supply chain has to be optimized. As fashion is a highly inconsistent business, Zara needs a very agile supply chain to react to sudden changes and volatilities. To cope with these frequent changes and the need to steadily deliver new articles, Zara already has a very optimized and vertically integrated supply chain. However, for further optimization and effectiveness gains, assistive AI is the next step for Zara to improve its supply chain. AI systems support human agents in simulation and optimization of production, procurement, distribution, and inventory. Autonomous AI systems that make final decisions seem to be consequent and effective, so why should Zara leave the decision-making part to humans? There are actually many reasons why a hybrid approach with AI supporting human decision makers should be preferred. First of all, autonomous AI would black box the decision-making process completely. The whole technology is not established enough to just leave the whole supply chain to the technology. Furthermore, AI lacks the intuition compared to humans. Machines are able to simulate cognitive functions, but they do not have human intuition. the ability to think creatively, or to build empathy for other humans. So to optimize the success of AI utilization, it absolutely makes sense to combine the best of both worlds. Assistive AI offers the possibility to suggest a ranked list of possible suggestions rather than blackboxing the whole decision. However, after extensive experience with AI and as the system continuously learns, a gradual shift to autonomous AI might possibly be attractive in the long run. So let's take a closer look at the actual supply chain in the fashion industry. The first step is the design of the clothes. Designers need to make the right design decisions and have a good instinct for upcoming trends, but also for comfort and fit to make products successful. Procurement deals with the purchase of raw materials, in our case mostly fabrics for the cheapest price, the best quality, and with the shortest possible delivery times. In the manufacturing step, it is crucial to know how much needs to be produced and when to produce in order to minimize storage costs. As soon as the articles are produced, they need to be distributed from reproduction facilities to stores around the world as fast and as cheaply as possible. In the sales step, the goal is to make the customer experience as comfortable as possible and have all advertised products available. So what are Zara's possibilities for using assistive AI within its supply chain? In the design process, assistive AI can support design decisions by taking into account latest fashion trends like patterns, colors, and cuts from social media and runways and mixing it with the typical company style. Within procurement, assistive AI can support procurement decisions by continuously and individually analyzing prices, bulk discounts, market signals, shipping costs, and quality for every product. In order to optimize manufacturing quantities and reduce storage costs, assistive AI can predict the upcoming customer demand in real time based on data like social media data, celebrities wearing clothes of the brand, the weather, and upcoming style changes. To solve the transit network design problem, AI can assist to lower transport costs and time by ongoing readjustment of transport routes based on traffic jams, weather, current fuel prices, and price changes for different means of transport. Let's focus on a specific application that can generate great value for Zara, the design of the products. As Zara is competing in the fast fashion industry, the company has to design new collections in short time intervals. Today, designers rely on trend books and trend analysis companies to guide them in the design process. Their predictions are generally inconsistent and opinion-based, rather than data-based and fast. AI would give Zara an edge to speed up and improve the design of their products. It would enable the company to make predictions on the next fashion trends and create new collections, helping designers to better personalize offerings and meet customers' expectations of design. To illustrate the fashion design application, we're going to discuss two initiatives developed by tech giants. The first one is the AI trend prediction by IBM Watson in cooperation with Tommy Hilfiger. The algorithm analyzed more than 600,000 images from both Tommy Hilfiger internal data and external data available on the internet. They managed to identify patterns and colors that will influence upcoming fashion trends. Amazon is going one step further with its AI fashion designer. This algorithm is able to learn about a particular style of fashion from images and can then generate new items in similar styles from scratch. This could mean spotting a particular trend on social media platforms, websites, or fashion imagery databases. The underlying tool is called Generative Adversarial Network, an unsupervised learning technique in machine learning. This new technique forces two neural networks against one another, using the outcome to improve the overall system. These two initiatives are still considered assistive AI, as they will provide in-depth insights and perspectives to enhance the creativity of designers and discover new patterns. The algorithm could recommend finished designs to designers, which they can accept, decline, or modify. This technology will greatly enable Zara designers to make more informed decisions in the design of new collections. This could represent a source of sustainable competitive advantage for Zara in the fast fashion industry. Before coming to our final recommendation, we would like to give you an overview of the benefits and limitations related to the use of AI in the fashion industry supply chain. Assistive AI in supply chain management allows for almost perfect qualitative and quantitative planning, which results in increased efficiency and effectiveness over the whole supply chain and the ability to lower the cost of production. Indeed, customer demand can be predicted much better, reducing overhead costs and overproduction, which also has a positive side effect on the environment. Through assistive AI, Zara has the possibility to analyze its whole supply chain, eliminate bottlenecks, and streamline the supply chain, making it more agile and lean, which makes it possible to react to sudden changes. Assistive AI enables Zara to further decrease the time to market through faster design, production, and transportation, which combined with a better design may result in a strategic competitive advantage. However, there are not only benefits of assistive AI in supply chain management, but also limitations. First of all, the business of a company trying to implement AI will have to be totally revised in order to have the supply chain built around AI and not only have AI as a support function. AI will need to be introduced on a large scale across the entire industry. It poses a feasible investment for big companies such as Zara, but is likely infeasible for individual companies to pursue just yet. Either way, the human part remains the bottleneck of the supply chain that is hard to eliminate. On the one hand, we have supply chain managers that need to make decisions after the AI system recommends solutions. On the other hand, the manufacturing part is still done by humans and difficult to eliminate in the short run. Third, Zara will need information from suppliers like raw material providers and logistics companies in real time to be able to provide data for the assistive AI system. Without data, every AI system is absolutely useless. There are also governance and ethics issues. Artificial intelligence is being developed at a fast rate, not giving time for organizations and governments to adjust regulations. It is still unclear what kind of governance, ethics, and transparency issues could affect AI's success in the supply chain, and they could turn into challenges for businesses. There could be some concerns in terms of creativity as well. With assistive AI, designers won't spend all their time designing clothes, but will get recommendations by the assistive AI system, which increases the speed of the whole design process. Some people might argue that this means a loss in creativity. However, Zara's business model is not to design the most creative clothes, but to bring copies of expensive designers to market much faster and cheaper than comparable brands. Moving on to the recommendations, one of the first decisions that managers at Zara will have to make is whether to develop the technology in-house or outsource it. The company should use consulting services in order to gain knowledge and an understanding of how to best use assistive AI to deal with innovation in supply chain. From our research, we found that both options have certain advantages. Regarding an in-house development approach, there are a number of benefits Zara could take advantage of. Zara can tailor assistive AI to its capabilities and leverage it as a strategic advantage. If outsourced, Zara might not want other companies to know how and in what other ways the data is being used. Furthermore, in-house development offers complete control over the process, which also includes control of security and liability issues. Controlling the development and deployment process of assistive artificial intelligence internally creates foundations for building a secure and robust business process, which are important steps for transforming the organizations over the next years. The technology can be trained to the company's specific needs and the services available when needed. Outsourcing also has its advantages for the following reasons. Outsourcing services to another company means using their specific capabilities and expertise. The resources go into providing Zara with the best possible service and new insights on how to use the data. Moreover, outsourcing benefits employment costs because it is in most cases much cheaper than building an internal infrastructure and an internal team. Finally, outsourcing development mitigates risk. Early entry into the market brings great risks. Large investments in an area that Zara does not know much about increases the risk of making costly mistakes. Mitigating this risk by outsourcing the work to someone with greater experience reduces the margin of error. Our recommendation is to combine the benefits of both by acquiring a smaller company to bring the expertise in-house and further develop the infrastructure and systems to use the technology. The second step is to prepare the business at all levels for AI integration. Organizations must be ready from both a technical and a social perspective. This will ensure that Zara will encounter as few challenges as possible when integrating the assistive AI technology. In terms of social transformation, Zara must increase organizational awareness, change its business culture to adapt to AI, and also change work processes. Roles need to be adjusted and new roles have to be created. Managers and designers must be able to work with this new technology in order to improve their performance and outputs. In terms of technical transformation, several prerequisites must be fulfilled. First, the data that will be fed into the artificial intelligence systems needs to be of high quality. Zara must identify the problems they want to solve with this data and AI. They have to ensure that the data can achieve the outputs they want and that analyzing it can actually bring positive changes to the company. Furthermore, Zara must be infrastructure ready. A test environment should be built that is semi-integrated into the supply chain design forecasting system, and it should be tested over time. Then, the company needs to reflect on what was positive and negative during that period in order to be ready for production. Finally, Zara should attempt to integrate the assistive AI technology into the core of the already existing production system and monitor it closely to make sure that it improves the existing service. Overall, the preparation of the organization is crucial because only if prepared well, the implementation of assistive AI will be successful. We would like to thank you for your attention and hope that our presentation provided useful insights to further evaluate the potential integration of assistive AI into the supply chain of Zara.